Welcome. Today we're taking a look at the card that really kicked off my love for the hobby, 1980 Topps Rickey Henderson. To me, this is what a rookie card should be. Clean design, great colors, and a young Rickey already in that familiar crouch looking to take over a game. It's more than just a card, it's a snapshot of the very beginning of one of baseball's most electrifying careers. Rickey Henderson, forever known as the Man of Steel, was one of the most electrifying players baseball has ever seen. Over a 25-season career, he redefined what it meant to be a leadoff hitter, combining speed, power, and unmatched ability to get on base. He holds the all-time record for stolen bases with 1,406, along with records for runs scored, unintentional walks, and leadoff home runs. His single-season mark of 130 steals in 1982 still stands, and no player before or since has changed the game on the base paths the way Rickey did. But Henderson wasn't just fast. He was a complete offensive force, pairing elite on-base skills with surprising power and unmistakable swagger. And that's what makes the 1980 rookie card so special. It captures Rickey at the beginning, before the records, before the legend. A snapshot of the moment baseball's most dynamic leadoff hitter was just getting started. Rickey Henderson's 1980 Topps rookie card is often viewed as the final chapter of the vintage baseball card era. While many collectors still consider it vintage, its availability far exceeds the earlier classics, with nearly 60,000 examples graded between PSA and SGC. Values vary widely by grade. A PSA 10 commands over 100,000, whereas PSA 9 typically sells for more than 2,000. However, a PSA 8 offers the ideal balance of quality and affordability for most collectors, averaging around $250 for a sharp, well-preserved rookie of the Man of Steel. Now we'll look at my copies. One of the first ones that I ever bought, well, the first one I bought graded online, I bought over 20 years ago, this copy here. At the time, I wasn't concerned about centering. I just wanted the highest graded copy I could afford at the time, and I picked up this. I believe it was around $30 to $35. After getting back in the hobby a couple years ago, and centering being more of a issue for me, I decided to go find another copy that suited my eye. So I picked up this copy. I believe that I paid $230 at that time for this copy, and it is a PSA 8. And just a nice looking card. However, prior to the purchase of these, or sometime during, I did pick up a few raw copies that I recently sent off for grading. The first one was this. I don't know when I picked it up exactly, but it was a nice raw copy, probably 10 to 15 years ago. I'm sure I paid $50 to $75, but I sent it off expecting to get somewhere around a 6 or a 7. It is a nicely scented card, sharp corners, no major issues in it. Came back at 8. I was pleasantly surprised with that grade. And then the card that started it all, this was the Rickey Henderson rookie that I got on Christmas of 1989, the year before his MVP year. And I sent it off for grading here recently, and to my absolute shock, because I was expecting a 5 or below, because there's some slight staining on the corners from where I spilled soda on it as a kid, it came back a PSA 8. If only I hadn't spilled the soda on it, maybe it would have gotten a much higher grade. And then finally, because Rickey Henderson was my favorite player growing up, I decided to pick up a 1981 Topps second year card. Bought this about a year ago on ComC for $25, and it is a PSA 8. That concludes my Rickey Henderson collection. Because Rickey played deep in the modern era, collectors have a wide range of cards to choose from. One of the best values is his 1981 Donruss. With a PSA population of 567 and prices around $70, seems like a fairly good deal when compared to his 1981 Topps, which is more than double the population and sells for over $100. On the rare end, the 1993 Topps Finest Refractor stands out as part of the first refractor set ever made. With just 166 great examples, even PSA 8s top $1,200. The 1991 Topps Desert Shield offers another strong option, limited, historic, and still affordable, with PSA 8s just over $200. No matter your budget, there's a Rickey card worth chasing. Next time we're heading back to 1909 to explore the T206 Ed Walsh, a card featuring one of baseball's most dominant yet often forgotten pitchers. Walsh still owns the all-time career ERA record with 1.82, a mark that has stood for over a century. We'll dive into the card, the legend, and why his dominance still matters today. See you then.